Yeah.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to the Always Out of Market podcast. We have a special logo edition where we're going to see just how wrong Tyler is in everything he thinks. We got our usual crew. As you can see, our faces, beautiful faces here. Jason, Matthew, Steven, Tyler, who's not on camera, and then myself, Ryan. And why don't we have a little bit of news first, though, don't we, before we get into the logos?
Yeah, so obviously, it's probably in the title, but we're gonna do like a logos ranking. We've already prepared it and everything. But before we do that, we're gonna do news. If you don't care about the news, there should be something in the description that'll have like the starting time, and I'll probably put chapters into the YouTube video. If you're watching or if you're listening to this on one of the podcast platforms, this is another episode. You should definitely do the visual. Because it's comparing all of our logos where we have them ranked. So, but before that, yeah, news.
All right.
And you'll get to see how orange Steven is in the first slide.
No,
Yes.
because I'm gonna switch screens, so no one
Oh,
will
okay.
see me.
Well, so we only have a few like bullet point worthy things of news this week. The first one I saw this morning was the Steelers have apparently done homework on possibly getting Chase Young from the Commanders. The Steelers need more than just Chase Young to help them out. I would not give away whatever they would have to give away to get him if I were them.
I don't know. Tomlin just keeps that winning record though, so they may not be in the playoffs, but
I would say a winning record doesn't always equal the playoffs, especially these days.
See, and really though, it's not even the defense that needs help; it's the offense that needs the most help out of everything.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Chase Young's a good addition, regardless. But I just
He's definitely a great help to their team, but they're in a stage now where they're just kind of stuck in like purgatory almost of being just dead in the middle every year. The next one I have is Mark Ingram is expected to retire.
yeah, and he's gonna go into broadcast, right?
Yeah, I
Possibly.
saw that it said he's possibly going to join Fox Sports. So if that is what he decides to do, good for him.
How old is Mark Ingram now?
and I forgot he was still playing.
Yeah,
He
I was
plays
kind
for-
of the same way. I was like, oh, is he still?
He plays for an irrelevant team. The Saints. They're irrelevant at this point
The
in their
Aints.
franchise.
Also, he's like backup to Alvin Kamara, so
Yeah, he doesn't get a ton of playing time anyway.
That
at
makes
this point.
that makes sense. That's why.
Don't down talk Derek Vehicle like that.
I mean, that doesn't have anything to do with Mark Ingram really, because he's a running back. He's not a receiver.
We were
But anyway, if he decides to retire, good for him. He had a good career, and it'd be cool to see him in a broadcast booth, I think. But that's probably the Alabama bias coming out.
Well, yeah, but even still, like, that's the thing is it's just not all players are built for it, but the ones that are, like, I'm all for it for sure.
Yeah.
Like,
That's what I was gonna say. I'm
Has
kind
he
of
ever-
tired of seeing all the people after they retire try and go and do broadcasting because you're not good at it. You're just not.
some of them aren't, but the ones that are, it's like look at Greg Olson, like big fan. Of
Tony
his.
Romo, I think he's great too.
It's really
Tony
good
Romo's
one.
good. Yeah. Anyway, the next one I've got is Dolphins starting offensive lineman Connor Williams is holding out of the Dolphins mandatory minicamp in search of a bigger contract. I guess with all the off-season signings of offensive linemen made him jealous, and now he's won a fatter contract.
It's time for
He will
Gavin to
not
sweep in there.
Yeah,
Get a position on the Dolphins.
for real.
Imagine.
That would be amazing. We'd
Can be blocking for Dalvin Cook.
It's,
Yeah.
I'm sure we're gonna talk about that at the end here. That's probably the biggest news. But yeah, so can he do that? Can he not be? I mean, can he be fined for holding out on minicamp?
I'm sure he can.
Yeah, I have no idea, to be honest, but I would imagine that he'll probably have some fines or something.
He's going to look for a bigger contract and then get fined more money than what he's making right now, and then he's going to stop playing.
That would suck. So we got 2 more bullet points. The first one is the Broncos signed Frank Clark to a 1-year, $5.5 million deal. That's a huge boost to the defense.
Frank Clark?
That was already really good. We were top 5 last year. And with the signings we've made with Zach Allen and now Frank Clark on the defense, I would be scared to play our defense. Not sure about our offense still, obviously. But the defense should be, like, top of the league this year. And then the last bit of news is that Dalvin Cook was released yesterday. Or no, it was
Friday.
2 days ago on
Friday.
Friday.
Yeah.
It's not Saturday. 2 days ago on the 9th. He is seeking a significant contract and will not sign a deal that is for $4 to $5 million. And the 2 front runners, as of right now, to sign him are the Dolphins and the Broncos. But I did see this morning that it looks like the Broncos are out of that race. But there is still always the chance that they'll still sign him.
Who even is y'all's running back right now?
We have Javonte Williams and
Mostert, right? Isn't he
no,
going
it's the guy who was on the Bengals.
I can't remember his name.
Vontae's perfect.
No.
Was on the Bengals.
Probably starts with Joseph, right? Right, Ryan? What does it start with?
Joseph Smith.
Joseph Smith, yeah.
The leader of the Mormon Church.
Yeah,
No.
there is the chance that he just doesn't play this coming up season because the Vikings still owe him $2 million, so he may just wait until next off season when teams have more cap space that would want to sign him. So, I mean, we could be in an NFL season where Dalvin Cook is just taking a year off, and
He's gonna make the same mistake Le'Veon Bell did, and he's gonna hold out, and then he's never gonna play again.
And if he does, he'll just be a backup.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if he's willing to work with teams, where do you think would be the best fit for him right now?
I mean, probably the Dolphins.
Would it
I
be
mean,
the
he wants to-
Dolphins?
He's made it very public that he wants to go to the Dolphins.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
I would. I mean, I as much as I would love to have him on the Broncos, I don't think it's quite the right fit. I think he'd be a better fit at the Dolphins, just with what they have.
plus, even if go ahead,
But-
go ahead, Matthew. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say, I'm just glad he's finally out of the North, so he don't have to terrorize us every single season twice.
That's
That
what
would be
the
pretty
Bears
funny if he does
sign
go
him.
to the Dolphins because he can just terrorize Aaron Rodgers again.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, I imagine he's probably wanting like $8 million a year, if not more, considering some of the running back deals that have happened this offseason.
I mean, I get
But-
it though because it's such a short term career.
You know, it is. But the problem is the Vikings really screwed him over by waiting this long to release him because now teams don't have cap space that are in need of a running back.
Yeah,
So
if they would have released him at the start of free agency, he'd have been signed already. Yeah,
the same day.
Yeah, but that
They should have
also
just restructured Kirk's contract and paid him what he wanted.
that's also you
Yeah.
got to remember if they did it earlier, that would have hurt the Vikings more right now. So
oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I mean it's true. I mean the Vikings didn't screw themselves; they screwed Dalvin Cook because now he won't be able to sign anywhere with the money he's wanting. Because there are definitely teams out there that would pay what he's asking if they had the cap space. Because like the Broncos, for example, after we signed Frank Clark, now we only have like $5 million in cap space left, and that's not going to be enough to sign Dalvin Cook.
salary cap is some bullshit anyway. Let's be honest. They're gonna find
It is.
like every team can find a way to restructure contracts with their current players, like do more extensions on back ends and things like that to make money, make space. That's why the salary cap is so stupid. Like I've been trying to learn more exactly how it works just so I understand how these teams make this happen, and it's just like people joke that it's like fantasy money. It pretty much is.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I mean,
I don't think any team really has to worry about the salary cap. It's just whether or not they're willing to sacrifice future deals for now for him. But if somebody really wants him, any team could probably get him one way or another.
yeah, I mean, the only way that I see the Broncos being able to sign him at this point is if we restructure like Russell Wilson's deal.
Yeah.
But then it's going to just hurt us even more than it already is going to hurt us in 2 years.
Yeah.
You're
well,
also you're going to create dead cap because you're going to have to get rid of like your running backs.
Yeah, I
Just
mean,
fine.
yeah, I think we've signed like fucking 5 running backs this offseason, and I think we've cut 3 in the last week and a half. So
Jesus.
yeah, but I've seen the Dolphins and the Broncos have both been like monitoring what's going on with Dalvin Cook for weeks now. So I think if he goes anywhere this offseason, it will be one of those 2 teams. But that's it for the news.
Yeah, I just think now, especially with the way NFL feels about running backs in general, it's kind of a tough market. That's pretty much the last thing I wanted to say about it for him. Like,
Yeah.
he's obviously, I mean, he's an all-star player, but he's still running back, wanting a lot of money. So,
Yeah, and like Tyler said, they all want a lot of money because they won't play for very long at all in their career.
Like 10 years tops if they're lucky.
Yeah, if you're somebody built like Adrian Peterson or something, you last that long. But other than that, it's about 6 years, and that's
Yeah,
next
And the
person,
rookie
next man up.
contract is 4 years, depending on where you're drafted.
because that's the other thing, too. A lot of teams will just look at it this way. It's like, we'll get a running back for now, and then once their rookie contract is about to come up, or about to end, we'll just draft a new one. So-
Well, see, but that's not going to work for the Vikings this year because, like,
Oh, I know. I'm not saying the Vikings. I'm just saying. In
well, yeah,
general,
but
that's
just
how
as an
teams-
example, that they like got rid of him because they think they can replace him, and then they're going to see that Kirk Cousins isn't any that good without a good running back.
I mean, who is their backup? Do we know?
Alexander Madison, something like that.
Okay. So not even close to Dalvin Cook level.
Oh, he's still good though.
Yeah, he's good, but he's not.
I mean,
He's not Dalvin Cook good.
Yeah.
Dalvin Cook won them games.
Well, I mean, we'll just have to see how it all plays out in the next few weeks.
We also don't
I just-
know what that division's going to look like this next year. There's a lot.
Lions
of
are going to win the
difference.
division.
I mean, well, we all believe
Packers
that.
are winning the division.
But we
Packers
we
are winning the
just-
Super Bowl.
Oh my God! Careful, you'll have 7 straight losses, Matthew. Don't do that.
Don't care.
All right. Well, are we ready to hop into the rankings?
Yeah, let's go to number 32.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Orange Steven.
I'm gonna do this quickly so we don't have orange me for very long.
No, let's wait on this. Let's do this a long time.
There it is.
There we go. Look at that orange boy.
All right. So starting off, we've got at number 32. Most of us agreed on ranking the Browns
It's
in,
just
in last.
it's a shit design. I guess this classic. I get it. It's classic, but it's literally just a football helmet for a football team that's just brown. Like that's the most fucking boring thing ever. It's like a
It's so
fucking
boring.
hockey team just having a hockey stick as their symbol, and that's it.
It's not even brown. It's orange.
orange.
That's true. It is. It is like, yeah.
Yeah, it is orange. I don't know why we were saying brown. I guess just because it's the Browns. But
Yeah.
let's be honest, their colors are not that good in general.
The worst colors in the NFL.
Yeah. It
And-
could have done like the old school leather helmets, and it would have been brown,
Yeah.
or like a football or something. But no, they chose an orange helmet.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah.
I'm glad they're in the midst of rebranding their logo.
Oh, are they actually?
Supposedly,
I feel like
They
actual
need to-
Browns fans are gonna get mad at that.
No, they need to go back to the old school elf logo. That one's so
Yes, that would be like fucking number 2 for me if that was the actual
Yes.
elf logo.
good. Yes.
Top 5 easily. This
I think they're
shit,
trying to transition to a dog.
garbage.
I'm gonna.
To a
I'm
what?
gonna. I'm gonna
dog
look it up
logo?
over. I'm gonna
Oh,
look it
yeah,
up over
yeah.
through it.
We sent that into the group chat, I think, last week or something.
I just put Chicago at 32 because their logo's a toilet seat.
It does look like a pussy.
It does. Yeah,
I much
You know
prefer
the-
the bear logo.
Oh yeah.
The bear logo is great.
Yeah, the bear one is pretty good. So I agree that
We'll have to do another episode of alternate team logos.
Old
Not every
school
team has an
logos.
alternate logo.
Classic logos.
old school
Classic logos.
We know what Tyler's gonna put at 1. He's a big fan of the old Dolphins logo.
The Oilers. Those would be the Oilers.
The
Yeah.
What, Tyler?
Oilers would be number 1. I love those colors. The Dolphins would be pretty high though.
You know, shit, it's gonna be Oilers number 1. It's Tyler.
What a shock.
All right.
No bias at all.
Now let's move on to 31. So,
It's
very
got some
different.
nice variations here, except for Matthew Megan. The M's going for the upside down M's as their
Yes.
31st.
That was actually my plan.
Oh yeah.
I have 2 issues on this slide:
hmm
the Jets and the Rams.
Yeah.
That is
that's what I was
such an
thinking
ugly
too.
logo. That
I'm not
comb over
saying-
logo was
I'm not-
ugly.
I'm not
It's-
saying
it's-
it's not ugly, but like,
It's unique.
yeah,
There's a lot worse logos than the
Yeah.
Rams.
no,
It's
yeah,
unique.
I definitely don't agree with the Rams being here, but I will say like the reason I have the Jets that low is because I looked at it of the Browns is just a football helmet, and the Jets is basically just a football. The color is good, the green is good, but I think
There's no jet involved.
I think it's cool because it's the shape of a football, like the symbol. There's a football inside of it, and it's got the name. It's not good, but it's not that bad.
I just think
Yeah,
I just think it's kind of boring. That's why I
Well,
did
yeah,
what I did.
yeah.
so.
it's just a letter.
You about to say? I think I agree. It is boring. Like I don't have it
Yeah.
that high. I
Yeah,
think it's
yeah.
better than just the single letter ones. I have basically all of my like back ones are just after the brown helmet are just the ones that are just letters.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what mine is too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
when I ranked him, I basically did it in tiers, and then just from there, then picked an order.
That's smart. That's
Yeah.
kind of what I did as well.
Yeah,
I honestly, I mean, obviously, I know I haven't picked it yet, but as far as the letters go, the Commanders logo is honestly one of my favorite because it's just kind of like I like the way it's like stylized a little bit.
Same. I like the style.
I'm sorry, Matthew, but the Packers is just
It's not good.
Yeah,
Give it
no.
about 3 slides.
yeah, but
yeah. Matthew
Very
was
fine.
very fair for himself.
Oh, yeah.
100%. So, all right, let's move on to 31.
I mean 30.
30.
I mean 30.
30. Nailed it.
Mm.
All right. What's our thoughts on this one, guys?
Well, I immediately contradicted myself, and I just set up all the letters at the back, and then there's a horseshoe. But
The horseshoe's also not that good though.
no, it's not.
It's a
No,
U.
it's not.
It's not. It doesn't have any U in the name. Indianapolis Colts. Not a U in there at all.
Yeah, but
Indianapolis
the
Colts.
horseshoe is a U.
But yeah, no, it's just a fucking. It's boring. It's the horseshoe.
yeah, now
Not even that excited of a horseshoe.
And now we got Tyler finally introducing the Browns. So, as y'all can probably guess, Browns is the lowest ranked
Yes.
for the
Oh, yeah,
average of
yeah.
everybody.
The-
So,
The fact you put the
Russell
Browns
Hall
above
32.
or above the fucking Rams logo, Tyler.
Yeah,
like,
that's
oh my
that's
gosh.
insane. You're a psychopath.
I don't like that Rams logo.
Well, I don't either.
so
But
Yeah,
the
no, I
Browns
don't either.
logo is trash.
It will be
I
showing
don't like
up
any of the
very
logos
soon.
in the back half of this list.
so
Obviously.
So Tyler, I have a question. The Rams, when you were looking at it, did you look at the older Rams with like the yellow as
I
the
looked
main?
at the new. I looked at the one with the comb over.
Okay, so the one that I have in here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Well, let's move on to 29. Another
Oh,
gross
Bears.
slide. I bet
Here's
this
the
slide.
Bears.
Bet this slide makes me look a little bit gross again, colorway.
Nah, not too bad.
Not
Influx
too
of
bad.
Chicago right here.
Yeah. Yep. So got lots of hate for the Bears at this point.
It's just boring. I don't hate it. I'm just indifferent to it. It's
Yeah,
boring.
I didn't really necessarily see the toilet seat at first myself,
but-
but I mean I do see it from this perspective. I now realize what he means by it, but
Isn't that also like the exact same symbol for the Cincinnati Reds?
It's
And
really
a couple
close.
other
Pretty
teams.
much.
Yeah.
If they would have done like, they could have done that font and like wrote out Chicago and then, like Chicago Bears and then had like a bear. That would have been way
Or
cooler.
just a bear.
Like
Yeah,
a
or just a
cursive,
bear.
like
that's
a cursive Chicago and a bear.
that's the thing that bothers me the most about it is they've got a great mascot with lots of potential, and you go for the C. and that's it.
Yeah.
Like, come
I guess
on.
it's all these teams back here. They're just like the classic NFL teams. They don't want to, go on their path, but still,
They don't
fucking
wanna
modernize a little bit.
Yeah, they don't want to modernize. That's all.
Gotta say, we're all modern.
The Jets logo has changed recently. That's a newer logo. Yeah, the older logo is different for them.
Well, like how recently is recent? Like the 70s?
No, like 20. I want to say like in the 2012, 2013, something
Really?
like that.
That logo's only 10 years old?
It's might be less than that. I know they've changed it a little bit.
I'm gonna look it up.
I'm looking it up too. Yeah.
I think the oval's a different shape than what it used to be. I think that's what they changed.
It's so slight of a change.
Oh, okay. So not like a major change.
But they did change it recently. It is more of a football shape now.
Well, yeah, that's cool. I like that it's a football shape now.
And then, of course, we got the Giants. So why you got Giants where you got them, Jason?
Well, I mean, it's just an N and a Y.
Yeah.
The only reason that they're as high as they even are is because I like the font.
I like the colors of the Giants a lot.
Yeah, I like
the colors are great. I'm a sucker for a nice blue color. So I think I have Giants relatively high on just the letters logos. But
according to what I just found, that Jets logo is from 2019.
Yeah,
that's even sooner than I thought.
Honestly, the one before that was cooler. The one from 1998, that was a cooler logo than this one. They definitely detracted some.
Yep.
All right, let's move on to 28. All right, time for the Packers hate, I guess.
Look, just want to throw this out there. I put them this low. One, it's not a good logo. Two, I told Jason this the other day. I was going in between the different teams of letters, and I was like, the Bears are going to go here or the Packers are going to go here. Fuck the Bears. I put them back on that last time. Put the Packers here.
Look, you're going to have a little bit of bias somewhere in there.
Oh, yeah.
But
yeah.
Let's say, yeah.
I respect the hell out of you for putting Packers at 28 when it's your own team.
Yeah.
Like, for real.
It's because they're not. The logo's bad. It's just a G.
It's also been the same logo since what they started, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking on bias, how much bias went into this decision, Tyler?
Yeah, what's up with the hate for the Texans, for real?
I think their logo could be better.
It's a great logo. It's like the state flag. It's a fucking cool Longhorn symbol. It's an amazing logo.
Yeah. Oh, you
like there is one easy outlier in these six, and it is the Texans logo.
Yeah. Easily.
There's so many letters and just bare.
I'm about to say this has to be heavily bias influenced, Tyler. You cannot convince me otherwise.
You haven't had the Packers yet, and you put the Texans here?
Oh, wait a while. We have a while before we have the Packers.
Tyler.
Oh my god.
No, he's got the Packers a lot higher than this. So yeah.
I actually saw
Tyler, I told you what would happen, buddy.
Yeah. I'm telling you, it's not just us, Tyler. I was after I did my list, I went to the internet to find a mock list of what people rank the logos. They had fucking Texas #1, #1 logo in the NFL.
We're not gonna see Matthew's ranking of the Texans for a very, very long time.
It's a good logo because I like how it incorporates the flag too.
I think it's good. I think I probably have it somewhere in the middle, but really once you get in the top 15 or so or whatever it is, they're all good. So,
yep. 16 on for me is they're all great logos.
Yeah. But I mean, you got the Commanders, the Cowboys, and we got the Packers, and then the Texans. Definitely,
there's gonna be a lot of repeats for a minute.
Oh yeah, it
absolutely.
Will be. It will be. We'll kind of speed through some of the.
I will give you, Tyler. You are giving us stuff to talk about each slide, so I appreciate that.
All right.
Oh, Tyler's gonna hate Megan's choice here.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got the 49ers, which to me, every time I look at their logo, I just think State Farm instead of the 49ers. And then we got the Cowboys, Jets, and then Megan has introduced the Chargers.
That is a very low ranking for the Chargers logo.
I get it though, because it's just a lightning bolt.
It's just.
I mean, like I said, there's still letters left.
Yeah, there is, but I get where she's coming from.
I should have said this at the beginning. Obviously, Megan isn't here, but just to make it a clean 2 rows of 3. I had her do the ranking, and I thought it'd be good because it's somebody from a non-NFL perspective. She doesn't really care about football.
That's it. No bias.
No bias whatsoever. Go ahead, Ryan.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I know it's. I'm surprised that I haven't seen any. I mean, I might be by myself on this island here. But I'm surprised I haven't seen a single Colt other than me, like as the in the bottom half or in the bottom, like
It's
something
gotta
here.
be coming soon.
Yeah,
I mean, it has to be. I'm
mine
like,
is coming pretty soon.
because that horseshoe is just one of my least favorite logos in the entire NFL.
It's very plain.
And their helmets suck ass.
I
With
don't-
white helmets. With,
They got a really good mascot though.
yeah.
Matthew's a big blue fan.
Oh, the blue boy, yeah.
Big blue fan with
Big
the
blue,
with
yeah,
the
I like him,
nostrils. No, so I have the Colts a little bit higher, but I think it's because I'm just a sucker for blue in general as a color.
Mhm.
So that's probably why.
Even as a slut for blue.
I'm a
Absolutely.
slut for blue, absolutely. All right, so let's move on to 26.
That's why I'm such a big Auburn fan.
There's
Here
another
we
Colt.
go.
Well, here you go, Steven.
Here
Here's some
we
blue
go.
right here.
Oh boy.
Tyler, just sacrilege. Absolutely.
So I was the whole time I was looking at this, I was like, Tyler, you're the outlier or whatever. But then when I saw that he put the Dolphins at 26, I was furious. I was like,
They
you
shouldn't
got
have
don't
changed their
get it.
logo. The old logo is so much better than
It's
We're
not at all, though,
comparing the
Tyler.
old logo to the logo. We're comparing this logo to the logos that
Even
are
still, the old
currently in
logo
the NFL.
It's
I
not
don't
that
like
good.
the new logo.
Oh,
It
so
doesn't.
good.
It is okay, let's be honest, like the Dolphins colors are really good. And I'll be honest, so when we did the NFL draft spectacular thing, I of course bought the flags for everybody. I was putting them up and I was like, I'll be honest, this Dolphins flag is probably one of the nicest ones we have.
It is.
It's because the colors are good. Everything about the Dolphin looks good. I love their logo so much.
I think it's
This
also-
is just pure hate.
They might be my favorite colors in the NFL is the Dolphins.
Same. I think they have the best color combination.
I think the Ravens are my favorite in color combination.
They're pretty good.
Purple.
So
Yeah,
Matthew, of course, has the Chargers here now too. So we got
The low Chargers ranking.
Yeah.
Granted, I probably should have put them up a little bit higher, but it's just a lightning bolt.
Just the fact that the Dolphins are on the same side as those top three right there, that just irks me something special.
Yeah. Really bothers me.
Yeah. Now Megan has introduced the Rams into the mix.
I
too, so.
don't disagree with that. I felt this is a good area for the Rams to be in, like mid 20s, because it is an ugly logo for sure.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I think it's a little like
There's a tumor growing out of the A.
I think about when they were the St. Louis Rams and how much better their logo
Better.
was.
The
They
Ram
had
itself
the
was great.
Ram, yeah.
Mhm.
That's
It was a
they
lot
should have kept
better.
it.
All right, let's move on to 25. Okay. Here's
Nothing
where
new here.
Yeah.
Nothing surprising.
Yeah. I gave the Packers some credit just because I do like the green a lot too. So I ranked it pretty high as among all the just letter logos, I guess. But then of course we got Ryan and Matthew with the Jets, Jason with the Cowboys, and Tyler and Megan with the Colts.
I have no qualms with this slide at all.
Yeah, this slide's fine, I think.
I tried not going to when I was ranking, I'm trying not to think of the iconicness of the logos because the Packers, the Cowboys, the Jets, they would
Same.
all been up way higher. But
Oh yeah.
I was going directly off of how it looked.
Exactly the same.
Yeah, we're supposed to be just looking at it from a do we like this logo or not compared to the others, just not thinking about the history
Compared to the
of
old
all.
logos.
Yeah. That too. All right, 24.
I'd say it would be. I mean, I know this kind of side trip, but it would be cool at a later date if you need something to do on a session to do rank the older logos.
Yeah,
We definitely will.
I would love to do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
We can definitely do that. We also need to do the stadiums rankings because that'll
Yes.
be fun too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's move on to 24. So, what's our thoughts here, guy?
Fully agreeing with this. Great, no qualms.
Really?
I don't have any issues with
Steel-
this.
Steelers are new though, so
Well, they are
Yeah.
new. I think this is a good area. I think I put Steelers maybe just a little bit above this, but I don't think.
so.
Once again, it's the iconicness of the logo. In general, it's not that interesting of a logo, though.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
it's just uninspiring to me. So that's why I put it where I did.
And you got to think. Remember, the black background stealing out of that in. That's not the logo. The logo is just that gray circle.
Yeah. I had to add something or else it would have been really just
Yeah.
plain, I guess. But yeah.
Yeah.
This is another slide. Yeah, this is another slide I really don't have any problems with. This is all fair, I think. So, Let's move on to 23.
There you go. There's mine and Megan's Steelers right there.
Yep.
Yeah. No, mine and Ryan's list is actually incredibly similar. We got a lot of the same on one slide, or like maybe one or two off. In each
Which
direction.
is it's weird because if you haven't picked up yet, me and Steven rarely agree. So the fact that we are so similar in this list, it's impressive.
Yeah, once again, no issues with this slide.
Mm-mm.
I think it's all fair.
Yeah.
I think the mid-20s is like a good area. Like, there's a bunch of shit that's in like a mosh, and it's like you just have everybody has their personal order they put it in, but
Yeah. At this point, the only thing that's kind of I definitely think y'all want to see already off the board is the Colts for me, because I think I'm the last one. So, and I think it's coming up. I don't think it's much further down.
Let's say as long as it's in the 20s, we're good. See,
There you go.
that's it. I don't agree with the Saints being this low at all.
Really?
I have them pretty high up. I think it's like a class. It's the fleur de lis. It's like a symbol of New Orleans. It's a really like cool, meaningful logo to the city and everything, and it's unique. I know the color is shit. It's just brown.
Yeah,
but I love like the fact that it's a fleur de lis and all that cool, like the stuff it symbolizes.
I did think about that too. I thought the fact that it's got a lot of meaning too. I did consider that in my rankings a little bit, to a certain extent. You know, not keeping away like the historical stuff, but just like just appreciating what it means for the team where they're at. So.
Yeah, shitty team, shitty logo. Let's go to the
So what are y'all?
No, argument right there.
No, so we gotta talk about. So me and Tyler agreed on this one, putting the Patriots at 22. What are y'all thoughts on that? Fine where it's at?
I'm fine with that.
They're
I think the
pretty.
Patriots
They're
logo
pretty
is-
close.
Yeah, I think the Patriots logo is about where it should be.
It's pretty cool. I mean, honestly, I hate the fucking Patriots, so it took me a lot to not put them like 30th. But the logo itself isn't that bad. It's just I mean, well, I think it's mid tier, like around this area probably. I don't think I have it too much farther ahead.
Tell you what, so the final slide, as y'all know, is like a tier list comparing everybody's picks and just where everything ranked as a whole. The Patriots logo was the most annoying to try to figure out how to place on that thing because of how long and thin it is. So, go ahead, Ryan.
Go ahead, Steven. No, you go ahead.
Okay. I was going to say, what do y'all think about the Chiefs?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. So I disagree in that because, I mean, I guess there is a stipulation of it, or something that Megan, obviously, as a non-football fan, wouldn't get. But the fact that they have that as their symbol and they're called Arrowhead Stadium or whatever, that combination is really cool because it's an arrowhead, obviously.
I hate that I do like the Chiefs logo and I love their mascot, and I hate the Chiefs though. Like I hate that that's the combination of feelings that I have towards all their like stuff. And like when we do the stadium rankings, Arrowhead Stadium is going to be pretty high up on my list. So it hurts.
Yeah, I appreciate that they found a way, because even them, like, obviously it's not quite as bad as like the Washington Redskins was, but like they found a way to do a logo that, you know, is appropriate, I guess. And
and they didn't put any yellow in it, which makes it a lot better.
Yeah.
All right.
Because I do not like their colors at all, but that logo is not bad.
Let's move on to 21. All right, there's the Colts.
There we go. We got two new ones, Jaguars and Bengals.
Now, this is another one. I'm like, Tyler. Come
Yeah.
on. The
So
Jaguars
much
logo
bias.
is really
some bias
good.
again right there.
Crazy amount of bias.
Let's hear the reasoning, Tyler.
Yeah, I want to hear this.
I don't know. I don't like the logo.
I said the exact same thing. I knew that was going to be his response.
It's a fucking cool ass Jaguar,
It is
Tyler.
Awesome.
You know,
It is so cool.
as y'all know, I don't like the Jaguars mascot, and I was being accused of bias on that, but I put the Jags logo very high. It is a very good logo. It's
honestly, this slide is a great comparison. And though we have two big cat teams on here, the Bengals, who literally just do a fucking B and then have tiger stripes on it, which is cool for a letter, but like it's still just a B, versus an actual, really detailed, cool looking big cat.
Yeah.
And fucking Tyler put the Jaguars below the Bengals.
And I think at this point, it's maybe just me and Tyler who's left for the Chargers at this point.
Mm-hmm.
But
Or if you're waiting a while.
Yeah, at least for one of us. I'm gonna say I want to apologize to the Bengals and to the Panthers for unfortunately being incredibly unfair with the background color. Just because we couldn't find a way, because like most teams, they have like a white outline or something for you to use, so you could still like pick one of the colors on the inside and make it look good, like most of these are.
Or you can do black.
I guess I could. Well,
no, you can't. I'm just saying.
yeah.
Usually, as me and Steven did these together.
Yeah.
Usually, you can do one of the main colors, or you can do black as a background. It looks fine, but because one of their colors is black, it just made it look like it blended in with the logo.
Yeah,
it didn't make it look good anymore.
No, it made the B disappear. So, but anyway, yeah. So Megan introduced State Farm into the mix again. We haven't seen State Farm for a while, but it's back.
So I am the first Bengals. Does anybody have like? I mean, you can come at me if you want, but anybody have any major issues with that?
No problem.
Not really.
Mine's very close to this. It's one of my favorite of the like just letters. Other than that, it's still just a B. So.
Yeah, I think the Bengals is the highest ranked just letter on mine.
Well,
I think it is mine too. I think
I-
this was my number one.
yeah. Well, let's
Just
move.
letter.
Let's move on to 20. There's
Well, I guess
Jason's Bengals.
There we go. Yeah.
The
So
Packers at 20 is criminal.
Yeah, that's the only one that I have a problem with on this.
Packers above Jaguars and Dolphins. Tyler.
Look,
This is
I res-
invalid.
I respect the Packers' love, but
Coming from
Texans,
a diehard
too.
Packers fan, even
God.
he says it's not that good. I
What-
have no
It's just-
problems with any of these except for the Packers being this high.
come on, Tyler. Let's hear it, buddy.
I don't know. I just like the G.
Okay.
Every explanation, I don't know.
I just like it. I don't like it.
But yeah, this is still like, in my opinion, it's still a little low for the Chiefs here, but it's not as bad as Megan's.
I'd
In
say
fact, I think I take
low
that
for
back.
the
I
same.
think I have it next anyway.
But to
'cause
say, I
again-
think it's good in that it's literally. I mean, it has the arrowhead. That's cool. But then
Yeah.
it's still just kind of the last of the, for me, the highest of just like main focuses letters.
Yeah.
Obviously I had the B before this, but like I think I could be completely wrong. We'll see if I just contradict myself later. But I'm pretty sure this is my highest ranking of like the letter primary logos. So
Yeah, I'm taking back what I said because I think I realized that I think I have it on the next slide anyway. So me saying it's low doesn't seem exactly right.
also,
And there's just everything else is just a little bit better for me, I
Yep.
guess, because I actually
Also,
really like it. So
Steven, and the fact that you were on my side with the defending of the fleur de lis, the Saints, you had them at fucking 20.
no, I agree with that aspect. I just don't like the color, so that hurt.
Oh yeah, the colors are
Yeah.
great, but yeah.
No,
that-
I still like it. I still
Mhm.
like it a lot. It's just, we're at that point now where I just pretty much like all the logos.
Yeah,
All the ones I hate
Same.
are like in the
Yeah.
top 5 or the like
Bottom.
5, yeah, of
Mhm.
our list. So, all right, let's move on to 19. There,
Never mind, here's my
yeah.
last letter. I was wrong again immediately. There's my last letter. Because it's unique. I know it's ugly, but it's unique.
All right, the only one that I really have a problem with on this one is the Giants.
Yeah,
But
I
can't
don't.
say anything to Megan about that.
It's also the fact. So Meg and I are very similar. We both like red. We both like blue. So I think that's why she put it here, because she likes that color. But it's still just an NY. So
Y'all also like New York a lot, so
Yeah.
y'all do go there quite often.
we've only been there twice.
That's quite often. How many years? Like 2?
Yeah, but that's because we were going to see Broadway shows. That's it.
Well, yeah.
I'm not
Same.
like
I mean, at
I'm
least-
not
at
like
least you're
in
not there during
love
the
with.
toxic era.
I'm not in love with New York. Not really.
New York's-
Like,
they don't even play in New York. They play in New Jersey, so
yeah,
they
they're
don't even
the
know
New
New York.
They're the New Jersey Giants for sure.
Yeah.
You have an I Heart New York shirt?
I don't think so. Megan does, but I don't.
Well, you
So-
should get one.
Well, there you go. So Megan does, and there you go. New York.
Yeah.
Yeah, bias towards New York.
Oh, we got to throw out her
Get
entire
off the phone,
list.
Steven.
Yeah, we gotta stop, finish this recording, and just completely remove both hers and Tyler's because of all the bias. So-
Yes.
All right. So, but yeah. Other than that, this is fine, I guess. Let's move on to 18.
First
Okay.
Raiders and first Bills appearance.
All right, I have a couple of issues with this slide.
I thought you might have some problems with the Raiders.
The Raiders is a really cool logo. I really like the Raiders logo. I probably don't have them ranked super high, but I do like it a lot. And then the Bills. Bills is a great logo too. I think they're definitely like top 12 at least.
I have Bills at like 2, so I'm obviously not okay with it here. But again, look at the colors that are on it. It's red and blue. It's
in New York.
Yeah,
It's actually in New York.
Maybe that's my bias that I didn't know I had. Who knows?
Big New York guy.
No, it smells bad. I don't.
I will say for the Raiders, I put them not super high because I think it's just a worse version of the Buccaneers logo.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Same. That's exactly what I was thinking, Matthew. I was like, yeah, Raiders are pretty cool. The Buccaneers is way fucking better.
Yeah.
So-
I'll agree with
The
that.
Raiders don't have a pirate ship in their stadium.
That's not what we're going to say. I'm going to go ahead and spoil it for you. Number one stadium for me, it's going to be the Buccaneers Stadium because there's a fucking pirate ship in it. Like, easy. There's no competition. But
Yeah, I think to explain why I put the Raiders where I did, it's just it's unfortunate for them with their color combination of mostly just black and white. It's like it's the colors for me. Like I actually think the logo looks really good. It's just the colors hurt it, I guess. That's my only reason.
I guess I'll let that one slide then.
No,
I think it's crazy that you and Megan had it the exact same spot.
mm-hmm.
yeah,
I mean, they had the Saints at the same spot, too.
we did.
Yes, I fully disagree with the Bills as well. That's a pretty cool logo.
Yeah.
It's like a charging bull or bison.
Now, Matthew, I want to hear your reasoning on having the 49ers where you
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I probably should have put. If I could go back and redo it, I would have put them back.
Yeah.
I can't remember who I had 2 slides ago, but I shouldn't have put them above the Bengals. That was more of just me messing up whenever I was doing my rankings. I should have put them back further.
All right.
That's fair. I mean,
That's fair.
we all did that with the mascots, so
Yeah.
I mean, it happens.
No, I mean, yeah, there's always some where you look at it now, like even a couple on this that I've been looking, I'm like,
Yep.
I
We
could
had
redo
team
it.
uniforms too. Team uniforms as well as a ranking.
Yeah. Do we do the new Cardinals uniforms or the old ones? I
The
guess
mo-
the new
whatever
ones.
the current one is.
Yeah.
Whatever the current
Yeah, the
year.
new one.
We'll have to do the new one. All right, let's move on to 17.
Tyler, fuck off.
No fucking shot, dude. I don't understand how your brain works.
I mean, I have the Raiders one above it.
But we all just agreed the Raiders was worse than this one.
Tyler, it's such a fucking amazing logo. It's a pirate flag on a fucking sword with a football between two things, and it's like a ripped pirate. It's so fucking cool.
It's almost in
It
the top
is.
15.
Yeah, but I have it like top 5. Like,
I'm pissed.
oh my god. Also, I will fully disagree with Jason too with Falcons. I don't like the Falcons, but that's a cool ass logo because it's like a flying falcon in the shape of an
Yes.
F.
That's what got me too, was that it's in the shape of an F.
Yeah, that's why because of that I ranked it pretty high.
From this slide on are logos that I really like and had a hard time deciding where they went.
Yeah.
I really do like this logo, but I put it this low because it is technically a letter.
That's a stretch. I mean, it's
Yeah.
It
letter's
is
hidden.
an F.
well,
It's
yes,
a
but that's not
falcon.
the
It
primary
does-
feature. It's a falcon in the shape of an F, which
It-
makes it.
Yes,
It
yeah,
did find a
accelerate.
it found a creative way to
Yeah.
and
incorporate
that's
the
why
letter.
it's the highest
yeah.
up.
Yeah. I'm honestly I'm not against Jason on this because I don't think I have the Falcons much higher, but I like it too. I think it's a good logo, but
Yeah, it's a great logo.
but yeah, my biggest problem is definitely the Buccaneers where it is. But I don't think honestly it's the problem of we're at 17, so I don't even remember where I put it. It might be on like the next couple slides, and that doesn't mean I hate it, so I don't really know. But let's move on to 16. All right.
First Titans and our first Cardinals.
Yep. Should be our first Texans too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It should
Tyler, why are the 49ers this high? You put them above the Texans,
I like their
the
colors.
Bills, the Dolphins, the fucking Buccaneers. Tyler.
I like
The
their colors.
Jaguars.
Look at their colors. It's brown and red.
It's gold.
It's not gold at all.
It is gold. It's
not.
It technically is gold. Like that is their team colors.
Oh, well, it's not.
It's the same with the
actually
Saints. The Saints looks brown, but it's gold. So
Okay, well, they're really bad at identifying what gold is in both those teams. It's
I mean,
fucking brown as shit.
I will agree with you on that one.
So Ryan, so how you feeling about the Cardinals?
I like them. This is where mine, like, I love every logo start at 16
Yeah.
going on. I like them a lot. I just, as far as the birds go, I had there was a bunch of birds. This was my least favorite bird.
Birds.
This was my least favorite bird logo. And it's not because it's not good. It's just because it's a cardinal instead of like a fucking eagle or a falcon or a seahawk. You know, it's not that cool of a bird. So
The one thing I really like about it is that I like that it looks like it's an angry cardinal.
yeah, no,
So
it's a
like-
good logo.
Yeah.
I fully agree it's a good logo. It's like we're technically in the top half now.
Yeah.
So, like, I like this logo. I just like 15 other logos more than that one.
I explained it to Steven. I put the Titan. The Titans are my very favorite. What the hell was that?
Just a little bit of echo for a second. You're good. Keep going.
It's my very favorite of all the like letter logos.
Yeah. So
Got
we got.
flames and everything. The state flag. Still a letter though.
I'm feeling a little bit of regret right now because this feels too high for the Rams for me. I'll be honest.
Yeah,
So,
that's
I was surprised that y'all didn't immediately get on to me the second we.
well,
flipped
because
this.
49ers is worse, but Rams
Yeah,
is still
yeah,
bad too.
yeah.
The 49ers really like threw it off.
But it's not
Yeah.
a fact that it's the 49ers that this low. It's about that of what he's put behind it. That's
Yeah.
what annoyed me so much. Sorry, Tyler. But yeah,
Yeah.
no, Steven, I disagree with that completely as well. It's well, I think I should only put it like 3 or 4 below that, but I will say it's not attractive, but it's unique looking in that like
Yeah.
letter wise.
Yeah.
And I actually, I mean, I respect the Titans being here at this point because it's like, it is still mostly just a T, but at least they made it like a sword T, which is cool. And then
Yeah.
I think they found a good way to
Flames,
incorporate.
too.
They found a good way to incorporate the Tennessee flag into it as well.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think it's fine.
Um,
Fine for this list.
Yeah, honestly, the fact that it's got the sword as the T, that made it go up farther up for me like, by a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could have probably put it up about 3 more, but
Mhm.
All right, let's move
it's a
on.
good logo though.
Let's move on to 15. So
First Ravens and first Eagles and first Lions.
Yeah.
yeah, so Megan
Do
of course
not-
has the Lions, Tyler has the Eagles, and then Ryan has the Ravens. Those are the new ones.
I think
I
I mean, I don't know how far I put them down, but I think there is a lot of Texans logo like not being high enough. This is the third time we've already seen it, and we're only at 15. Like, because Megan just put it last slide.
Don't like the fact that the Texans, Eagles, and Lions are all this low. They're
Yeah.
all great logos.
Yeah, that's a cool ass line. As far as a basic one color
Yeah.
line goes, that is a cool ass line.
Yeah, and I think
I-
that's why I don't have the Lions that much higher is just because it's really just the blue and the white. But
But the symbol, I know the color isn't great, but the fucking like just the art of it is fucking great.
I
And
agree. I agree.
I put the Eagles a lot higher. I thought the Eagles were honestly the coolest bird. I put that over the Seahawks.
So
Honestly, I think this slide is the one that has irked me the most because there's 4 of them I don't really agree with on this slide.
Go ahead.
the fun fact about the Eagles logo, the NFL let them be the only team for their logo to face the opposite way,
Yeah.
to where the feathers can look like an E.
I never fucking caught that. Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool.
It's almost like y'all didn't listen when I said
No, no,
that at the
I
draft.
knew they faced left,
spectacular.
Steven.
I literally
I-
said exactly what Matthew
Oh.
said draft night. Yes.
I definitely didn't listen to you.
I didn't listen to you at all.
I was like that's why I don't that it kind of irks me a little bit. I understand why they did it to face left to have the E for the feathers. That's cool, but at the same time it just bothers me that from a symmetry standpoint of every other thing is looking to the right. And then
That's
they're
why I
looking
put it so
left.
high.
Yeah. So but the Eagles colors are great. So,
Oh yeah.
but I definitely don't think I have it much higher. I think I have it at like 11 or something. But again, that doesn't mean it's bad. Just a few things I like more, and then yeah, I don't like it being to the left. Okay, but Jason, you sounded like you were angry about this slide. Let's hear it.
There are 4 of the 6 logos on here that I think deserve to be higher. Those being the Texans, Ravens, Eagles, and Lions.
See, I mean, the Texans, I agree. I mean, obviously Ravens, I don't agree with. It's not a bad logo. It's just the fact that it looks like somebody fucking stamped a bee onto a Raven head. It's not that exciting. Like, that's what it looks like. Somebody's got out their fucking stamp, and right there, name that Raven bee, and then there it is. The Baltimore Ravens logo.
I really like how he has a red eye, so he looks like he's really pissed off. Like I like the design a lot.
The Raven's cool. If they took out the bee, it'd be a lot better. The fact that there's a bee there, that's why it's so low.
I also like.
That's why I put it low.
Yeah.
I also like. I love the purple. The purple looks really good. I don't care so much for their secondary color, whatever the heck that is supposed to be.
Yeah, supposed to be gold again, probably.
Probably.
I think so.
Yeah,
But
probably.
I don't like the outline as much, and then I don't like that the bee is that color either. So,
No, like I said, that bee is the reason that it throws it off for me.
yeah. All right, let's move on to 14.
There we go.
Ryan,
I know. I
need to
said
explain for mine.
it's good. I said I like everything 16 on. It was so hard for the top 16 for me to decide. But as far as the other stuff, I just thought I didn't love the colors very much.
Also, Jason, you want to point out that you were mad at me about the Texans logo,
And then
you had
next
it one
slide.
slide.
this is the lowest that they should have been ranked.
Oh my god. One
that's-
spot. Come on.
Yeah.
Okay.
This slide, I'm very much in disagreement with Ryan and Tyler. On
Me
this
too.
one.
I'm in disagreement with
Vikings
Tyler for
logos,
sure.
the Vikings logo is great, and
What
Yeah.
do you mean, Ryan? Do you not disagree with yourself? What are you doing?
No, I know. Like I said, it's good. The colors aren't. I don't love the colors. It's a great looking cat, and I put it like 10 spaces above Tyler. So I'm. But
I did like that. I honestly think the Jaguars logo looks even better with the background because I used the same
It
color
does.
as the tongue. It looks really good.
that's the thing. You got it's hard because obviously it looks nice and pretty when you add the colors to it, but the backgrounds really aren't part of the logo. You look
Yeah.
just at the logo itself, and so it's mostly just that light brown. Like the blue is cool on it, and it's a cool logo. I like love all these logos that are 16 on, but it's just I don't love the colors.
I mean, what do you want them to change the color of an actual Jaguar?
Jaguars don't have fucking like teal tongues.
But that's the color you like, is the teal.
I mean, yeah, but does it go good with the fucking brown?
Ryan, you are digging your own grave, buddy.
Nah, dude, I'm right.
No, this is a hill he'll die on for sure.
Yeah,
All right.
that's it. They're top half.
Yeah.
Good logo.
We're good logos. All right. 13.
That is a better cat, though. I don't like the. I'm the first one to put the Panthers too. Surprisingly, I thought I'd be like one of the higher ones.
All
love
right,
the
so
Panthers
yeah,
logo.
we got the first. This is the first time we've seen the Panthers at 13. So,
It seems like top 15 is where I just get fully off the charts with y'all. Apparently,
Looks like it.
I'm like introducing a lot of firsts in this top 15.
once again, I'd like to apologize to both the Bengals and the Panthers for the background, but
Yeah.
couldn't find some that
This one
worked.
I
doesn't look
think
that
this
bad.
one looks fine.
Yeah,
That's
the
way-
Panthers
that's
looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it's a cool. I'll say my problem with the Panthers logo is he's got a fucking chode neck. Panthers don't have that thick of necks. Like, look how fucking thick that panther is. Now imagine the rest of that panther. That would be the fucking stockiest, whitest panther in the goddamn world.
He is just straight muscle.
But that is like 7 times the width of a panther's neck. Panther's neck is supposed to be smaller than their heads. And that panther is like 3 times the size of a neck as his head.
It's like that one meme where the dude had the super long neck that they were. Y'all know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine,
Yeah.
like, I want somebody to edit that onto this. Like,
I want like somebody to finish drawing the rest of the Panthers logo as if that was his actual proportions from the start, and just see what monstrosity of a fucking like Chad Panther they're gonna get.
that's gonna
Makes
be
it
the
even
most
better.
ripped panther of all time.
Better watch out for that panther.
Bodybuilder panther for sure.
I also, once again, don't agree with the Vikings being at 13.
Oh.
No, they should easily be top 10 at the very least.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to number 12. So, Sorry, Matthew. Don't hate me. I really like it. I really like it. I promise.
These are,
I don't know. You don't like it more than 12?
I have quite a few issues with this.
I have qualms with most of this slide.
Same.
Is that gonna be the title of this episode? Qualms with slides.
Yes. I've already heard about Buccaneers spill. Buccaneers are definitely easily top 10. Same with Broncos. Broncos are easily fucking top 10. It's a great logo. I will say Seahawks, I don't have them like in the top 5. They're still a great logo. But
the Seahawks logo is great.
I'm not as pissed about the Seahawks, honestly, as I am about the Broncos and the Buccaneers.
The only reason I put the Seahawks this low, I think they're the last bird besides the Falcons, because I like the Falcons more than birds.
See, I put the birds. Go ahead.
Oh no, it's just the Falcons is probably 10th or something, so it'll be coming soon. But
yeah, I think I had them as the second best bird, but I did the Eagles in front of the Seahawks.
Oh yeah, sorry. The Eagles are above the Falcons too. I forgot.
Yeah,
I haven't done that.
I think the Eagles is the best bird logo, honestly. But I will say, like, it's a cool logo, and it's like cool because I'm pretty sure it has like the history of its like Native American type like design with like it's kind of like a totem pole type bird, the Seahawks logo. But it's just there's these like when you compare it to, like the Eagles and shit, I just think that's cooler, honestly.
It's very bland. Like
yes,
there's no detail to it. I mean, it's good because it's like simple. But there's just not enough detail.
Yeah, I fully agree with that. Like I said, I'm not that mad about the Seahawks being number 12. But I fully disagree with the Broncos and the Buccaneers.
Oh yeah, that's a disgrace.
I'm sorry. Again, it's things I like a little bit more. I like the Buccaneers logo a lot. It's just,
I mean, it's in the top 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like those should easily be top 10. If not, I mean, I have them in my top 5, both of those logos.
Top 2, and it's not 2. I'll tell you that.
and I fully hold on, go back.
Oh,
I would say I'll take the hit. I fully know that I'm in the complete by myself with the Saints being this high. I've already explained why I like the Saints logo, so I'm not gonna like reiterate that. But just I fully understand. I think I ranked them the highest by a lot. So
it's by quite a bit.
Yeah.
I will say also I'm not a big pirate guy, so that's probably what's hurt the Buccaneers for me. But, it's great. I like what they did here. They found a good way to really incorporate what is commonly used today for like logos for pirates and stuff like that.
And there's
culture. So
there's always certain things that like elevate a logo that much farther for me. Like for the Titans, it's the fact that the T is a sword. For the Buccaneers, it's the fact that a sword is the hilt of the flag. Like that little detail is really fucking cool.
It's pretty cool.
And they did the skull way better than the Raiders did the skull.
Yes.
So.
All right, let's move on to number 11. All right.
I'm honestly fine with this. I'm fine with that slide.
Yeah, I think this slide is okay.
I still don't like the Texans are that low.
I know. Honestly, if I could redo it, I'd probably put them in the top 10. But you know,
I mean, they're at 11 right now.
Yeah, exactly. I'd put them at least one spot ahead. I don't know.
So I was right. I did have the Eagles at 11, which I mean, it still feels a little bit high in comparison, or too low on the list, I should say. But it's just I've already explained why the Eagles logo irritates me a little bit. But all right, let's move on to number 10. Okay.
Ooh, double bills. Still think Buccaneers are too low.
And the Vikings.
And honestly, Vikings too, yeah.
And the Cardinals are way, way too high.
This is where it got really hard for me to rank my
top 10 was fucking hard as shit.
Yeah.
I mean, realistically, I don't really have problems with this slide. I mean, I can agree the Cardinals are a little too high.
Yeah.
Sorry in advance, because I don't think we've seen mine yet.
I'd say it's a good logo. I think honestly, I'm not that mad about every one of these being in the top 10.
Yeah.
Like the Cardinals, obviously I put lower, but I'm not that mad about it being in the top 10. I can see people. That's a whole difference in taste type thing. It's not like obviously this is obviously driven by our own opinions by a lot. So.
All right, let's move on to number 9. All right.
Okay, Bengals, Megan. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What the hell?
I mean, it's a cool bee, but it's just a bee.
I have no idea. I meant to ask her about it, but I forgot. I have no idea why she put the Bengals here. But, hey, she must
Hey, at
really
least-
like the colors.
At least that bee goes with Jason's bee. So
I still think the Jaguars is too low.
I think
I
that's
mean,
fine.
it's at 9.
Yeah,
I
Jaguars
was about to
is, 9 is
Too low.
so high on the list. So like, I really like the Jaguars logo. So I think at this point, like when I was planning out all my logos and like I said, I did them in tiers. I think I had like 10 things that were in like the top level, and then I had like the second level that was almost as good, and then I just positioned them from there. But yeah, Jags is so good.
Yeah, and I like the Jags the exact same amount as Steven does.
Yeah. So Ryan, you got the Falcons at 9. I don't think we've seen yours yet, Matthew. I think you still got it a little higher than
Yeah,
that.
no,
don't you?
I think
I'm-
so.
Falcons, as I said, it's a cool looking cool looking Falcon, obviously, and in the shape of an F, so it's like the double type thing. It's cool. Instead of just like we can see, it's once again a great comparison here. We got inventive logo making it into an F, and then a fucking logo where they just stamp the letter onto the fucking bird, and you can see like obviously the contrast. Falcons looks way fucking cooler.
Any thoughts
I know
on that,
Jason disagrees.
Yeah.
I know Jason disagrees, but I'm just saying.
I really like the Ravens logo. I really like the Falcons logo too, though.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's move on to number 8. Okay. You got problems with? Well, no, Jason. We've already seen your Vikings, so you can't have a problem with this. So.
No,
Tyler,
I
I'm not.
Oh, no, that was Megan's Vikings. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, was it? I thought we were.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
haven't-
it was Megan's Vikings.
We haven't seen me, Matthew, or Jason's Vikings
Oh,
yet.
okay.
No, I had the Vikings at number 10.
Oh, we
Oh,
did.
was it?
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
Matt.
I
So
was
we just
about to say,
haven't
I'm
seen me and
pretty sure.
Matthews.
Yeah.
I thought that was at the bottom.
No,
Uh,
I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this slide, other than the Saints.
Yeah, it's
I'm-
pretty
I-
high for the Saints.
I'm surprised, Tyler. I'm not actually that mad at you about it, but why did you put Saints so high? Let me guess. You like the logo?
Well, it's the Fleur de Lis thing
There we go.
that you said earlier.
It's good. It's unique. I like it. I'm not
you
mad
bailed him
about
out, You bailed him out with a reason this time.
it. No, I agree with that, Tyler. I'm fully on Tyler. I mean, like I said, I put it lower, but I'm not mad about that. It's one of the more unique logos in the entire NFL. So
And Ryan, I think you're being very fair to your own team with the
Mhm.
Seahawks here.
I honestly, like I try to make so little bias as possible.
Yeah.
That's why I put them, 8. Now, when we get to uniforms, and stadium, you're gonna see probably some bias, but I'm also just very opinionated about how amazing our uniforms and stadium is.
Yeah.
So,
But yeah, let's move on to number 7. All right, and then now you've got me and Jason with the Seahawks, and this is why I will say y'all have already seen the tier list, which we'll show to our 6 viewers or whatever it is now at the very end. But this makes it look like we really ranked the Seahawks super high, but it was just because compared to everything else, there wasn't as much of a range.
Mhm.
So that's why Seahawks gets like ranked 2 or something.
And also, everybody just loves me, so that's why Seahawks won mascot, and now they're doing really well in logos. Everybody likes Ryan. So.
Well, and then also
Seahawks
last,
did not win mascot for me. That was
but
Oh, yeah, I
he
know.
had
I saw.
yeah, he had him like at 11 or something. No, last year, remember when we were trying to pick the winners for each game, we picked the Seahawks a lot. So
Yeah.
we were
Seahawks-
big
said that's-
Seahawks fans apparently.
Seahawks are it's a hard team to hate. Like
I hate
I
'em.
feel. Oh well, never mind.
This is a very bird-heavy slide.
It
Yeah, well, it
is. It is. One of these things is not like the other. Right there,
What is it?
Matthew with the
Others.
lion. All right, let's move on to number 6. All right.
Tyler.
Oh, you're not gonna get on to me?
No, not when they have
at
that.
all compared to Tyler. Like I said, Steven, I would usually, but when we have the glaring fucking KC in the middle, it's kind of hard not to look at the Cardinal.
Tyler?
Honestly, if you hadn't said anything, Steven, I,
mean-
wouldn't have even noticed.
I really don't think I would have.
It's just a unique logo. I don't know. I like it.
Well, the arrowhead is cool. If they did more with just like an arrowhead, like made it more about the arrowhead and not just as a background of the KC, I could see it being a much better logo.
Yeah.
All right. So I would like to explain myself since, I mean, I obviously addressed the fact that it seems awfully high compared to the rest of y'all. I really like the Cardinals logo. I like the red. The red color looks really good to me. I like, this is the same thing that I said with Blitz for the Seahawks mascot, is that I like when they look intimidating. I like that he just is the angry Cardinal, like I said earlier. I really like that aspect of it, and it's just, this is one of those that they found a way for him to look simple, but also, I mean, it's still a detailed Cardinal. So that's why I like it a lot. I think this might be the highest of the birds for me, other than the Seahawks. But yeah, I just like it a lot, so that's why I ranked it here. But I knew after everything else said previously, I was like, yeah, they're about to get on to be hard for the Cardinals.
Also,
so thanks for the out, Tyler. Appreciate it, buddy.
I just want to point out that this is the first time we've seen the Dolphins since number 26.
Oh yeah.
No.
20 slots higher.
Was it 26 or 28? I thought it was 28.
I think it was 26.
Oh, we lost Ryan.
Either way.
Well, Brian's gone.
20 slots higher than the lowest.
But yeah, we've got this. Other than that, I guess this slide's okay at this point. Let's move on to number 5. All right,
Tyler.
I give up.
Oh!
Wow, I did not even remember that you had the Bengals this high.
I'm
Ryan's
gonna revoke your opinion card on everything.
Ryan's
Like the
reaction just
stripes.
made me laugh so hard that it made me lightheaded.
All right, so we've got the Titans for both me and Ryan. Like I said, mine and Ryan's list is very similar. You know, one's off except for the few outliers here and there. But yeah, and then we got 2 Eagles, and then we've got the Panthers and the Bengals. So,
I fucking love the Eagles logo. I feel like it looks
it's
so
so
fucking
good.
cool.
It's the best
It
bird
is.
logo. I mean, it is.
Yeah.
it'd probably be like number 3 for me if it was facing to the right.
Contact the NFL, Steven.
Yeah, I mean, no.
So Tyler,
What's great is on their helmets. You know, they've got it where they've got both versions, left and like facing the left and the right. When I
no, their
see
helmets
them,
are wings, Steven, aren't they?
huh?
No, that's just for that's for certain uniforms.
No,
Oh,
it's
I thought their helmet was always just the wings.
That's the like
Yeah.
throwback mint green.
Oh,
ones or
gotcha.
whatever
No,
it
but
is.
when they have the helmets on where they're, you know, you look at one side of them, it has them facing to the right, and I'm like, that looks great. I love it that way. But
Well, every fucking team has that where they have one that faces the
faces
left.
both ways. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's move on to number 4.
Hold on. No,
Oh,
wait. I want to
okay.
hear Tyler.
Oh,
Why?
sorry, Tyler. I tried to save you, buddy. It didn't work.
It's unique and I like it. I don't know.
It's not. I mean, it's a unique
not
letter, but it's not unique. I'm not gonna
Little
disagree with
stripes in the B.
you. It's a cool letter.
It looks good on the helmets.
Yeah, I mean, they got a cool like theme, and their stadium's really cool, but like, it's just a B.
Just a B.
Oh, it's fine. And by the way, I don't know what y'all were saying with that Eagles symbol being on the helmets. I literally googled Eagles helmets, and I'm right. It's the wings.
They have a version where it's like the actual, like the Eagles logo on the.
Well, that's the.
helmet, so
I think that's the alternate. Like, if you Google Eagles helmet, all it shows is the wing helmet.
maybe you're right then, but
Yeah.
yeah. So, what was I gonna say? I was gonna try to back you up. Like, so the thing with the Bengals too is, I think the other problem is thinking about what they could have done. When you're the Bengals, you could have done so much more with that, and you went for a B.
Could have done
That's-
like a
Mhm.
Bengals clawing through this to make it look like it's ripping or something. It's just anything.
And it's just, if you take out the stripes, it's a really boring B.
Not even a cool font.
All right, let's move on to 4. Okay.
Okay, I'm not gonna get mad at you for this, Tyler. I'm not gonna get mad at you, I promise.
But we will get mad at Megan.
Yeah, but number 4 for Cardinals, Megan, and also number 4 for Chode Panthers, Steven.
I like the Panthers logo a lot.
Panthers
I do.
good.
Yeah.
I know it's the one thing about this, the neck. That's it. It's just
Just the big
fucking
giant
bulbous
neck.
ass neck.
But realistically, this slide is okay.
Yeah, this one's really good.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with anything here.
Me and Ryan have agreed on a bunch of these.
All right, let's move on to 3. Okay, lots of Broncos love on this one.
Yeah.
Looking a little orange, Steven.
Yeah, we're not gonna be switching back and forth between webcams and this on this slide. I'll wait till we move on. So yeah, we got the Broncos and then the Buccaneers, the Lions, and the Panthers. So Jason also has the Panthers nice and high for me. So
yeah, that's the one outlier for me, but obviously we've already been over that.
yeah.
But
Once again, I like this slide.
Okay.
Good slide.
Well, everybody get ready to be angry because we know what Tyler has next.
Number 2.
God.
Why,
You know what's
Tyler?
before we even rip into Tyler, I can't believe we all had different logos for number 2.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah. We had a lot on number 3, and we have a few on 1, I think. So
I'll be honest. I think this really insinuates like our different personalities right here. Yeah. This is really includes that.
This is each of our new teams.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I've always liked the Vikings.
I like the Jaguars.
I don't want to have to try to go to games in the snow, so I'm not going to be a Bills fan.
How would that make you feel if me and Matthew swapped to teams that are rivals of yours?
Well, you wouldn't be rivals because Steven would be a Buffalo fan and I'd be a Chargers fan.
That's true.
Y'all would be rivals.
Me and Matthew would be rivals.
Yes.
That would be fun to watch y'all hate each other. So that'd be great.
We already do.
Oh, but yeah, other than Tyler,
that one outlier, I don't understand.
I will say it looks good on helmets. The curved bolt, it does.
Look,
but the logo by itself.
He's a big fan of Boltman. You got to remember.
Yeah,
that's true. I've never seen that.
All right, and number 1.
Fucking bias.
Yep.
I was gonna skip past it. I wasn't even gonna say nothing.
Well, so we've got Jason's got, I guess, a little bit of bias here too, but also the Broncos logo is just.
I'd say
really
in fact, his defense, I also agreed with it, and also it was like we had everybody else had a number. We had number 2 and 3. Like there was like 3 or 4 of us in the top 3 for Broncos logos.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
the only outlier on that one was Tyler, who had it at like 12.
It was almost in the top 10.
But it wasn't.
It's not like I ranked at 32. It's 12.
Now, see, this is the proper size of a neck, of a muscular animal neck right here. This horse, I can imagine that being a realistic horse.
Ryan's real rankings were neck sizes.
Honestly, that like, I can see easily how powerful this horse is with that neck, and it's not chody at all.
I do really love our logo.
The fact that the orange eye helps a lot, too.
Yeah.
Also, I will say there is some bias in the whole orange and blue thing. I'm gonna admit it on that. You know, big Auburn fan here. So
yeah, it's fine. Like we can't fully remove our bias. Yes. We just do our best to do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Megan and I agreed on the Dolphins, and then Ryan and Jason agreed on the Broncos, and then Matthew, big Buccaneers fan right here. So
even though I hate the Bucks,
you hate the Bucks, but you love their logo. So.
And I'll be honest, I'm not even that mad about Titans being number 1. It's that it's Tyler put him there. That's what it's like.
Yeah.
The guy who said the Titans were going to the Super Bowl last year.
All right.
Tyler, we love you.
And so now I've got a nice little comparison slide ranking everything as far as the tiers go. So
I hate seeing the Packers at D tier.
Yeah,
it had to be done.
I was gonna say, y'all look at these tiers. Is there something in particular that just irks you that it just shouldn't be?
The Saints being C tier.
Okay.
The 49ers being all the way up in the C tier.
The fact that the Lions and the Vikings are both A tier. I get it's about logos. I just don't like either of the teams. So I don't want them to ever be A tier.
The fact, absolutely, Buccaneers and Panthers should be switched. I know it's.
I mean, I can respect that. I guess. I mean, I don't want to.
I still think Panthers are A tier, but Buccaneers should be S tier.
Yeah.
Also, it hurts me that the Jags aren't at least A tier.
You can thank me and Tyler for that.
Yeah, that's what hurts me the most out of all of this, I think.
Well, I will say, so I've got them all ranked and showing where we ranked them each, and then I basically just counted up the points, and then whoever had the lowest amount of points got.
Yeah,
put
Broncos
in
won by
tiers.
fucking easy.
Broncos won in a landslide for slot 1, and then, like I said, the Seahawks, like, really, most of us kind of just had it. There was nobody that pulled it way down, which helped a lot, which is why it kept it at second. But like, there was only Megan put it at like really high, because the rest, well, Tyler put it at 4. But in general, like, it didn't get ranked at 2 multiple times or anything.
I think it is funny that the only reason the Seahawks number 2 is because I put the Panthers so much lower than everybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is like, we only won by 2 points, and I put the Panthers about like 4 lower than the next person.
Yeah.
So,
The Dolphins should be number 2.
It should be, but you have Tyler
Look
at
at
26. So what can you do when that happens? So yeah, so we've got he really tried. He almost knocked the Dolphins out of the S tier. But we got the
Tyler
Panthers
counts for
on-
more than half of the fucking total points for the Dolphins
Yeah.
points.
Yeah. It should be number 2, but
It
you
should,
fucked
but it's
it.
not.
So but then you got the the Panthers and Dolphins tied, and then the Cardinals and Jaguars tied, but that didn't fuck up anything as far as the tiers go with how I spaced it out. So
Me and Ryan kind of even out the Seahawks and Panthers, because I put the Seahawks at 12 and he put the Panthers at 13. So
Yep.
How did you divide them into tiers, Steven? Like, how'd you decide like the A and the S? Like,
I
what the
just
cutoff did you
decided I
put?
would do 4 for S and A, and then that left me with 24 teams. So 8 times 3. There you go. So that's why it's 8 teams in C, B, C, and D tier. That's all I did. So, but yeah, that's it, guys. We've gone through the ranking. So we obviously have our problems with each other now that we'll take outside of the episode, but
tune in next week for when we rank stadiums.
no, I don't know what we're gonna do next, but
Should we do uniform? I should do uniforms for stadiums.
we'll talk about it and figure out what we want to do.
Yeah.
So anyway, who wants to take us out?
The guy who brought us in, probably.
All right, Ryan.
I can take us out.
Yeah.
Well, everybody, this has been a whirlwind of an episode ranking logos. We've lost some friends. We've gained some friends. We all hate Tyler now.
I think we lost more friends than we gained.
Yeah. And we all realized how much we we're pots calling the kettle black. Like multiple times, one of us would say, "Why did you put this person so low?" And the next time we'd have that person.
Yeah.
You were talking about yourself for the most part.
It wasn't just me; it was other people too.
No, Jason, you definitely had that.
You did too, Jason.
Yeah.
Stevie did it a couple
Yeah,
times.
I did
It's
it at least
we
twice.
just have to remember, it's all opinions. So
Oh, yeah,
you
no.
can't really
I'm not-
be wrong.
We're not actually mad at each
Except
other.
for
Don't
Tyler.
worry, guys. I still love Tyler for the most
Podcast
part.
will go on. We're not going to break up.
Yes. Now, if Tyler puts the Seahawks uniforms really low, I'm not gonna like him anymore. But
I do that on purpose.
yeah.
And I like
If
the
Tyler puts the fucking Titans uniform number 1, or Nissan Stadium, if that's number 1,
Quick question.
no Tyler.
Or if we do the uniforms, just I know this is still the episode, but like, are we gonna include the alternates in there or just the home and aways?
We're gonna
Yeah,
have
which
to
one?
get a specific list for
Mhm.
everybody to use because there's
Yeah.
so many different uniforms.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, we'll talk about that offline.
Yeah.
So I know this is a very long outro. Thank you for everybody for joining us. This has been great fun. We'll definitely do more of these ranking episodes in the future because I think we all enjoy them. Even if y'all don't enjoy them, we enjoy them. So we'll talk to you soon. See ya.
See you.
Bye.